Hello, Leo. Welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you're connecting with on a romantic level. What it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. So some of you may have been in a relationship. This could have been in the past. For others of you, this could be a current connection, but there is a lack of communication. For a small portion of you, this could be a situationship or someone that you've met, and you know there's a whole lot of energy there, but no one's really speaking up. For those of you who are new, my method of reading is just slightly different. I do have the ability of channeling through my higher intuitive self to get the answers that I need. I do not channel through any spirit guides. I never have. I have certain reasons for that. At the end of this reading, I do channel Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel to provide you with some advice based on what comes up today. And yes, these are the cards from the Goddess Oracle deck, but I do not channel any goddesses. All right. 1, 2, 3 cards. Very dark and dreary. Skipping cards. We have here energy followed by compassion. After that we have mothering, creativity, anger, and rage. Love. Illness, wellness. Awakening. Beliefs, followed by growth under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. Leo, I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Leo, even though there is distance, even though we are far, I always feel a spiritual connection with you. I feel connected to you on some level, somehow. And I do have compassion for you now. I understand what you are going through, and I understand what I put you through. I have compassion, empathy, sympathy. Before, things were different, and then things changed. And now it is what it is. But I know that you are where you are because of me. I also know that in this connection, I have felt very protected, sheltered, loved, taken care of by you. I do know that in this connection, you have been my rock. The one I can rely on, the one I can trust with my heart. I do feel that in this connection, there is unconditional love. And I do want to create something with you. Something that'll be long-lasting for the world to see. A web of love that I would love to weave and have you as the center of my world. But I also feel upset, angry at myself, angry at the situation. Where are we now? The things that I have said and done in the past, I'm not very proud of. But I am very irritated and upset, angry, and have a lot of rage building up, irritation because of the things that I have said and done. And because of the things that I never said that I should have. The things that I never said that I should have said. Words that should have been spoken. I know that in this connection, there is a sense of love, the love that I feel. This is true. It is sacred. It is pure. And it is unconditional. No matter where you go, no matter what you do, I will always love you. And I also feel that in this connection, there are things that are weighing me down. I want to release myself from these burdens, restrictions, constraints, these things that weigh me down below the surface. And I am not able to reach up and be with you. For me, you are the shining sun, bright, bringing life, guiding me home and keeping me warm. But I'm drowning in a sea of sadness, where there's a feeling of hopelessness, sadness, despair, desperation, and living in depression because of trauma, energetic trauma, emotional trauma. There are circumstances that I am stuck in right now, and I cannot release myself from these circumstances. I cannot be with you the way that you would like me to be because of what I find myself stuck in. And I do have this overwhelming sensation of knowingness. I've been enlightened. I can see things finally from your perspective. See what you have gone through. Understand the things that you've gone through. I see things from your lens, and I've put myself into your shoes. I realize now that all that has happened, everything that has happened, over time things could have changed, but I was stubborn. And I was egotistical. I understand that you and I, we do not see eye to eye. We are worlds apart. We're not even on the same page. There are differences. I was born and brought up in a very different way, and so were you. And so my thoughts, my ideas, the way I view life, the way I view this relationship, the differences between us, the rituals, the customs, the traditions, the race, the background, every single part that keeps us different, that makes us different, also pushes us far apart. And often I have seen in my life, I have a lot of people that have influenced me. There are a lot of external people that do not want me to be with you the way that you would like me to be. I know it's not good. And I know it's difficult. I feel that in this connection, I would really like to have a restart, to grow and to get to know you finally, once and for all. Things happen very fast, so suddenly in this connection. I never really had a chance to get to know you, what your childhood was like, what makes you happy, what are your fears, what are your plans far into the future. I only was looking at the surface, at the top level. Nothing ever was running deep. But because of the things that I have gone through and the things that I have put you through, I'm finally starting to see that I was very shallow and that I need to put more value into this connection. I need to value you. I cannot take you for granted. For now, I do stay angry at myself. Sometimes, Leo, this may feel as if it's a love-hate relationship, but there is more love than hate. And even though it may seem that I'm stuck, I want to get to know you more. I want to be with you. Leo. This is a very unique reading. Very different. I don't think I've ever done a reading like this before. It's not the common type of combination of cards that I see. So definitely you're dealing with somebody here who is very upset, but also upset because of the things that they have done. They do feel a sense of restriction. They are finally starting to see things your way. For some of you, this could also be a third party situation, even with the beliefs card. A third party could also be that there are interferences here from other people in this connection. Relatives, family members, this could be friends, right? People that don't feel, people that think that the both of you should not be together. And so somebody may be here, they may be making up literally lies and rumors and stories. Jealousy, I'm seeing the word jealousy. Someone here may be jealous. And so they're not being 100% authentic and truthful with you when it comes to any advice that they may be giving you. And of course, there's also the clever way some people have. They have a conversation and they plant a seed in your mind, but they're not actually forcing that opinion. Keep in mind that seed starts to grow. That happens too. They may just mention something for the sake of mentioning, but there's a reason why they did. All right. We have here Grace followed by the Ace of Cups. So for those of you who are new, my method of reading here is slightly different. I go into the past. So I have a look into the past, what happened in this connection in the first place, where things were going great, but then you started to notice a shift. Things were going great, they were going uphill, but then all of a sudden, boom, everything came crashing down, and you're wondering, what did I do? Was it my fault? Many of us think that. Not all the time. Not all the time is it our fault. Leo, so this is for those of you that never received any closure. This person could have ghosted you. They could have abandoned you. They could have faded over time. And you may be wondering, what happened? What did I do to deserve this? Right? Here we have Grace and we have the Ace of Cups. So not only do I go back in time to read this, what happened in your life, but also I read these in the reverse. We have here Grace. With Grace, it talks about a lack of inspiration, feeling hopeless, and not really even wanting to achieve any dreams. Here, there was a lack of love. But if there was love, this love could have inspired the self as well as others. This person was not turning dreams into reality because they were not aware of goals that could have been achieved. There was a lack of belief and self-esteem on the inside. This person was not following their bliss because there was a sense of insecurity. Also, along with that, there was feelings of unworthiness, and they were ignoring their intuition. They were not feeling worthy. So whatever happened in this connection, you may have thought, this person was going to move forward. They're going to be maybe the lead. But eventually it happened. This person realized that things were just getting out of hand, and they felt on the inside that they were just not good enough. That's just simply what they felt. They didn't feel that they were good enough. Here we have the Ace of Cups. And I mean, if somebody doesn't feel good enough, they are not going to be giving you their 100%. They might have just been, I'm 45, I'm getting that number 45. They were giving you their 45%. That's what they were giving you. Not 100% in this connection. The reason why they were giving you 45, because that's the best part of them that they could have given you. The rest they felt was trashy. The rest they felt they couldn't give because there's nothing to give. They were also feeling very insecure. Here we also have the Ace of Cups. Let's have a look at this. Here there was a lack of receptivity, a lack of emotion, a lack of inspiration, and they were not feeling very satisfied. The satisfaction here is more to do with emotions, not physical. Here, this could have been the beginning of a new cycle ripe with potential for happiness and satisfaction, but this person did not want to go that way. Here, this could have been the start of an important love relationship or a nurturing friendship, but they stopped it. Rejection of others' affection. This person rejected your affection and they were creatively blocking any sort of affection you may have been sending them. Why? Because there was a disillusionment with love and there was a sense of sadness and melancholy. Interesting. This is very powerful. Both of these cards are very strong. Not only do we have that feeling of unworthiness, but we also have here how they were creatively blocking, right? And there was sadness and melancholy on the inside. Insecurities. This person didn't feel that they're good enough because most likely this happened to them before. Hurt people hurt people. Here I'm seeing somebody who's deliberately keeping you at arm's length. Maybe you got closer, but they were keeping you emotionally at arm's length. And that's why you had the growth card earlier, because they want to get to know you more. So physically, this connection may have, gotten off on a great start. Physically, you guys are great, but emotionally, there was a lot that was lacking. And the reason why this person didn't want to fully immerse themselves in this was because of the circumstances. I'm seeing here in my mind's eye the illness wellness card. And that talks about the circumstances that they're in. So they did feel that they were bogged down, they were being weighed down by other responsibilities. And this is why they were not feeling inspired, because they are enveloped in this sort of energy. Very negative, sad, lonely type of vibe, right? So how can one feel inspired in that type of an environment? You can't change this person, guys. You can't fix this person in any sort of way. This person has to find the resources. You can provide the resources. You can be there to help them. But this person has to make that change themselves. They have to do it themselves. I see here that even if you were to try to help them or push them, nothing is going to help because they themselves don't want to do it. That's the problem here. Is this a you problem, Leo? No. This is what we call a them problem. All right. Let's have a look. We have here the Beginner's Tarot. So these are any actions, any plans, any intentions your person of interest may have. Let's have a look. We did have this sliding right down. Aha. The Moon, followed by 3 of Cups. So these are any actions, any plans, any intentions your person of interest may have. Wow, this could be a third-party situation indeed. Holy Hannah. Very much. A peekaboo card. Oh, yeah. Okay, guys. The majority, 65. 6'5 to 6'7. So 65 to 67% of you, I'm seeing a number, are most likely in a third-party kind of situation. That's a lot. No judging here. Third party doesn't necessarily mean an affair, okay? It could also mean that somebody's busy with a third job or a second job, and they just can't give you that time of day. Somebody may be busy taking care of the children on the weekend, so they can't date you on the weekends. They just can't find time during the week. It's those type of things. Taking care of a sick loved one, right? Spending that time with that loved one, but not being able to spend that time with you. That is stuff, and those are things that keep this person far away from you. And that is also considered third party. even an organization. I've mentioned this before. For example, if you're in the military, one person could be stationed at one point, in this country. On the other side, there's somebody else. And you want to be with them, but the organization itself does not allow that because that's not the way it works. You may be working in the same company, but there's no dating allowed. You may be working in the same company. This could be two employees or even a boss and an employee. Boom. That's like a no-no, right? These days. It could be possible that it's allowed. However, there are restrictions, and then somebody has to be sneaky behavior. So we do have here a very, very huge, oh my God, is this so on point? I don't know. Many of you may not be resonating with this now because this is very targeted. These are ridiculously targeted. Here we have lies and betrayal. Certain things, you'll see why I'm saying this. Certain things that are happening in the shadows and the dark, which includes lies and betrayal. Okay? Then we have here 3 of Cups, third-party situation. I'm seeing that here because of the other cards. We have here a third-party situation, more than one person involved, well, more than 2 people involved, but it could even be 4 people total. 2 individuals that are with other people. Now, this can also, for some of you who are not in that 65, 67%, this could also simply just talk about how this person, they lied to you and they betrayed you and they did things behind your back. And they want to have a reconciliation. They want to have a reunion with you. But they may feel very shy doing it themselves, just both of you going out. They could possibly go out with a group of friends and then you're there and then it just kind of, breaking the ice just makes it a little bit easier. But then we also have here the 7 of Swords. Absolute sneaky behavior, doing something that they're not supposed to be doing, but they're headed towards you. They want to be with you. They want to head towards you in terms of taking you out, having a reunion, celebrating together. But whatever it is, they've been told on some level that they shouldn't or they can't. Now, why are they coming towards you? Because of the World card. You mean the world to them. And they have realized this. Not only that, but with the World card, it also talks about how there are a world of differences between the both of you, which is probably also why you had the Beliefs card earlier. You had the Beliefs card. Talking about the differences that exist between the both of you. This could be that you're racially different. Your background is different. Somehow you guys are different. This also talks about how your person of interest wants to bridge the gap between the both of you. They don't like the distance emotionally. They don't like the distance physically. They want to be with you. They want to be close to you. We also have here the 8 of Swords. So with the 8 of Swords, this does talk about how there are currently, how there are restrictions in this person's life. It does appear that this person is under the rule or under a certain set of circumstances. Remember, you did have illness, wellness. They're stuck in a certain set of circumstances where they're not allowed, not that they can't, they're not allowed to hear, they're not allowed to see. Their legs, hands, feet, arms, they're tied, meaning they're not supposed to make a move. They're restricted. Even if they were to, they are caged around by swords. They're not able to move forward. And far in the distance, somebody's watching them like a hawk. How can you not say that this is some type of an odd, strange, third-party situation? Something's going on here, for sure. Something is going on. Your person of interest feels so restricted that they cannot move. And even if they were to reach out to you, it would go against the beliefs and the traditions that they hold dear to their heart, or where their family comes from, or where their society comes from. It's just something that's not supposed to happen, but because they have affection for you, because they do love you, remember, they do want to reach out. The overall arching theme here is the 8 of Cups. They do want to move on from the situation. They don't like the way things are. They don't like the way things have been or where they're headed. But I do see this person wanting to move on but to move on so that they can really find themselves. They want to find themselves. They want to be that person who can be wiser, who can be more patient, knowing what they did and why they keep doing it. A self-reflection, contemplation sort of situation. Is this person going to reach out to you? Leo, I do see it. I do see it right here. But you have to keep in mind, guys, is this safe for you? Right? If it's going to cause you any sort of harm or cause anybody else sort of harm, you got to think about it twice, okay? Be careful. Because I do see here that there's a desire for this person to reach out to you. But ideally, whatever world they're coming from, they're thinking that they're not really supposed to. They just want to. All right, let's have a look here. I have Archangel answer cards. Just going to do a quick prayer. All right. So these messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. Let's have a look. We have here trust. Followed by romance. After that, we have helpful people and let go. There's something better. If you believe. Ooh, flyer. Aha, recovery. Here we have under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme, choose a new direction. Leo, this is jam-packed. A lot of meaning here. Let's have a look. First card, the strongest. We do have here advice to trust in the divine. Here we have the Christ conscious, which is Christ, that's Jesus, followed by behind him is a holy white light of God. Understand that there is a plan in place. There is a storyline, but you have to trust it. Certain things may happen for a certain reason, and as long as there's no negative energy involved, right? Things will happen and they will unfold, and everything will make sense as time goes by. You just have to trust in the process. We do have here that in this connection, all of you, mostly, this usually is the case, you're connected to this person. Either they are a soulmate, a twin flame, karmic partner. You're connected to them somehow. And with this connection, you feel that it's very, very difficult to let go. You can feel each other's emotions and feelings even. And here it talks about how you guys are connected spiritually. You may have had a past life together. This could even be a future life, but the majority of the readings I do are past life. You could have been married, betrothed, engaged, girlfriend, boyfriend, maybe boyfriend, boyfriend, or girlfriend, girlfriend. Those are rare, but I have seen that in past lives as well. This is something interesting, Leo. Helpful people let go. Okay? There's a few meanings here. I'm seeing that there may be some people in your life that are helpful, and that's great. If you trust them and you know that they're not biased about anything, go ahead and, connect with them. However, there are some people that you will have to let go of from your life that no longer serve your purpose. Beliefs card I'm seeing in my mind's eye. So some people may be literally in the extreme where they are very negative, and it's not healthy for you to be in a connection with somebody who thinks that way, which is why it's important to let go. Let go of what no longer serves you. Let go of those things that create an imbalance in your life. We also have here, there's something better. I love this card because this has two meanings for me. One, the situation that you're in with this person will improve, meaning there's something better than the situation that you're in right now. Right now you can't see it, but eventually things will get better for you. And two, if you let go of this current individual, trust in the process. If this is too much for you, right? If it's too much of a sneaky thing, if it's too negative, if it's too evil for you, literally, you will feel here, once you let go, there's going to be a spiritually based romantic connection that's going to come into your life, another connection, which is normal to come in, but there's someone better than the person that you're with right now. What I'm seeing, though, is the reading that we've just done in the beginning. I do see that there's a lot of conflict. It's okay, listen, love should not be that complicated. Love is not supposed to be like that, guys. Love is supposed to be like a very comfy glove. It fits perfectly. The problem is when sometimes we decide to go against the way the tides are. At some point, will your raft, will your boat be able to handle that, right? Or do you want to just go with the flow where it's going to take you, right? You need to think about that. Is it wise for you to be with this person, or is it wise for you to disconnect and let fate and destiny come to you and you receiving opportunities with open arms? Here we have, if you believe, then things will work out for you. That is positive thinking, positive energy, sending that out. Followed by recovery. With the recovery card, it does show me that some of you may have been through so much, emotionally, spiritually, physically, that it's created a misalignment in your life, in the existence of you. Here, there's a misalignment between the mind, body, spirit, and the soul. Even if one of them is out of alignment, I have seen that the rest of you, it just doesn't feel right. So I will talk about that later. But I do feel that some of you may need to let go of this person because they're causing you problems in your life. The overall arching theme, you can't get more direct than that. Choose a new direction. Choose a new direction. Let go. There's something better. What do you guys think that means, right? So choosing a new direction also talks about trying a different method of approach. For some of you that still want to be with this person, try a different method of approach. If you keep doing the same thing and you're getting the same result, it's time for you to change that up a bit, right? To receive a different result, okay? And some of you, it may literally mean to choose a new person by going on a different path, choosing a new direction. And this is why the first card is the strongest, trust, because some of you may be so nervous, you may be so upset about this, that you don't know what to do. Certain things happen in this lifetime for a reason. It's not a coincidence. I don't believe in coincidences anymore. Wow, you got a lot of cards here that I got to talk about. Leo, officially, guys, your reading is done. Please let me know in the comments below if any of this has resonated. Please share with me your stories. I want to just kind of go over these with you. Okay, let's look at this one at a time. All right. The romance card. Okay, so your reading's done. Now I'm just going to go into my announcements. All right. I do have another channel for those of you who are new. It's called Asnointia Audio. The link is below. Over there, you will find relationship-related advice. One of them, which is Let Go. It is called Letting Go and Moving On. That is one of the videos. Oh, there's two parts to it. That's the one that I have uploaded recently. There you'll learn why some people can't let go and why it's important to let go. Also, why people can't move on and why it's important to move on. I have used real live examples there. The things that many of us have gone through. These are emails from my clients, of course. It's all anonymous, but it's the example that I've used that we know we're not alone. Other people have gone through the same thing. Okay? So please have a look at that. It'll help some of you that want to let go and need to learn how to let go. Now, also on that channel, I do have spiritually based romantic connection videos. So this is past life and spiritual connections. You can learn more about twin flames, soulmates, karmic partners on that channel. And also, of course, the divine masculine, the divine feminine. I've gone into a lot of detail in regards to past life and spiritual connections. Now, I also wanted to mention that I also have a reading that if some of you want to purchase, and I know it's hard because of the feeling of letting go. The reason why I'm saying this, if you can't let go of this person, if you cannot move on, and if you feel that this has turned into an obsession, it's been more than many months, it's been many years, and you're still obsessing over this person. If that's the case, most likely, yes. Welcome to the club. This is a past life spiritual connection. Or it could be just a spiritual connection and you guys are not from the past, but you're destined to be together in the future. Now, I do readings. The type of reading I have on my website, the link is below. One of them that is associated to this, that is the past life package. Have a read, look through the description, see if it's something that you want, and you can place an order. It does take me a very long time, but also you get a lot of details. I teach about the history between the both of you and how it is affecting you in this lifetime. And that's the only way I can do it, to see, if you really want to get to the root cause, I go all the way back in time, or sometimes even into the future. But what I look at is not the future. I look at the history between your souls. And it's hard to explain, but so the past, present, and the future all exists at one point in time. But from your soul's perspective, you already know the person. That's how weird it is. And that's why you feel so darn intense. It's difficult. In that reading, you'll also see if you are from a past life, which is majority of the time, most of the readings are from the past. If you are, I do look into the relationship. I look into the location where you guys were. I look into the timeline even, and a lot of other everyday daily routines, so on and so forth. So it's very interesting. I give you a whole profile of what you guys were, and I feel that, it's important to know if you cannot let go in this lifetime. It's important to know and maybe even have a little bit of closure to understand where all this is stemming from if it's bothering you that much. That's why I created that package. It's the only biggest one I have, and it takes me a long time to do it, but once you get the information, it's pretty amazing. Now, I also have the love readings. Some of you may simply just want to know what is this person in terms of the spiritual connection. Plus, I give you a PDF and the audio, a lot of information you receive right there in that reading. Now, also, going forward, this card. Some of you may be feeling very down, emotionally, spiritually, physically, right? I have on my website the chakra checkup package. So I do have the ability of remotely viewing negative energies in your home, around your aura, and inside of your body, which is your chakra centers. I tell you what you have, how many you have, and I also teach you how to get rid of them. The method that I've created, it only uses the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. And of course, heavenly angels, archangels. And it's a very simple method. It creates a lot of peace and harmony in your home. Keep in mind that this will help you in many, many ways. But even if you feel that there's negativity in your life, if somebody has put something into or onto your life, for example, black magic, voodoo, witchcraft, hexes, curses, evil eye, if you feel that, this will also get rid of that. If you also feel that in your home, there may be some type of spooky activity, right? Something that's negative activity, entities, ghosts, spirits, weird stuff like that. This gets rid of that too. It creates more harmony and more peace. And like I said, it only works through the holy white light of God. For some of you, I do have self-help guides. If you want, please have a look at that. They're a little cheaper in price, but it's there to help you. I have, for example, one that is called, I'm getting the word Into the Light. Somebody might need that. That's why I'm hearing that in my ear. Into the Light package. I haven't announced that one in a while, but that's when somebody has passed away and it was very sudden and you feel that you didn't have that sense of closure. This package will give you that closure, and it'll also help the other person ascend to heaven if they are destined to ascend. There's a way of doing that, and I have created a package for that, okay? And what I wanted to say is the family generational curse package removal. Okay, if you feel that there's a family generational curse, it also gets rid of that. This is a different package. Okay, so there's a different package for that. And of course, there's a Holy Light package. That's also another self-help guide. And that is the one where you can get rid of negative energies in your home, around your aura, inside of your body. But I do not provide a reading with that one. That's why that's a self-help guide. Guys, have a look at the packages. There's a lot. I put some in there that are just, helpful as self-help guides, and I hope that some of you do find them useful. And if you do feel that there's anything negative, and if you feel it's really powerful, definitely the chakra checkup one is for you. All right, Leo, that's it. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for your support and your encouragement, and thank you for your patience. I really, truly appreciate that. And I'm very sorry that I have not been able to upload as often as I used to, but I still try to upload as much as I can. And hopefully, fingers crossed, in the future, guys, things will start to get better. I'll get back on track. I'll figure out like the technical stuff and my congestion, all that allergy things that I've been going on with. It's just ridiculous. Too much happening all at once. But I do appreciate that you guys write in the comments below, and you do let me know if this resonated, so that it gives me validation. It lets me know if I'm on track. So please do, guys, like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you all again. Take care. Stay safe. Bye now.